Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. My dear brothers and sisters, may peace, mercy, and blessing of Allah be upon you. Today, my topic is the Quran and modern science compatible or incompatible in astronomy. Creation of the universe, the Big Bang. The creation of the universe is explained by astrophysicists in a widely accepted phenomenon popularly known as the Big Bang. It is supported by observational and experimental data gathered by astronomers and astrophysicists for decades. According to the Big Bang, the whole universe was initially one big mass, primary nebula. Then there was a Big Bang, secondary separation, which resulted in the formation of galaxies. These then divided to form stars, planets, the sun, the moon, etc. The origin of the universe was unique, and the probability of it occurring by chance is zero. The Quran contains the following verse regarding the origin of the universe. Do not the unbelievers see that the heavens and the earth were joined together as one unit of creation before we, God, split them apart? Al-Quran 21 verse 30. The striking congruences between the Quranic verse and the Big Bang is inescapable. How could a book which first appeared in the deserts of Arabia 1400 years ago contain this profound scientific truth? There was an initial gaseous mass before the creation of galaxies. Scientists say that before the galaxies in the universe were formed, celestial matter was initially in the form of gaseous matter. In short, huge gaseous matter or clouds were present before the formation of the galaxies. To describe initial celestial matter, the word smoke is more appropriate than gas. The following Quranic verse refers to this state of the universe by the word dahkan, which means smoke. Moreover, He, God, comprehended in His design the sky, and it had been as smoke. He said to it and to the earth, come you together, willingly or unwillingly. They said, we do come together in willing obedience. Al-Quran 41 verse 11. Again, this fact is the corollary to the Big Bang and was not known to the Arabs during the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. What then could have been the source of this knowledge? In early times, people believed that the earth is flat. For centuries, men were afraid to venture out too far, lest they should fall off the edge. Sir Francis Drake was the first person who proved that the earth is spherical when he sailed around it in 1597. Consider the following Quranic verse regarding the alternation of day and night. See you note that Allah merges night into day and He merges day into night. Al-Quran 31 verse 29. Merging here means that the night slowly and gradually changes to day and vice versa. This phenomenon can only take place if the earth is spherical. If the earth was flat, there would have been a sudden change from night to day and from day to night. The following verse also alludes to the spherical shape of the earth. He created the heavens and the earth in true proportions. He makes the night overlap the day and the day overlap the night. Al-Quran 39 verse 5. The Arabic word used here is khawara, meaning to overlap or to coil. The way a turban is wound around the head. The overlapping or coiling of the day and night can only take place if the earth is spherical. The earth is not exactly around like a ball, but geospherical, i.e., it is flattened at the poles. The following verse contains a description of the earth's shape. And the earth, moreover, has He made egg-shaped. Al-Quran 79 verse 30. The Arabic word for egg here is daha, which means an ostrich egg. The shape of an ostrich egg resembles the geospherical shape of the earth. Thus, the Quran correctly describes the shape of the earth, though the prevalent notion when the Quran was revealed was that the earth is flat. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.